Good morning. Welcome to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we're working on this fifth wheel back here. I came and looked at this last week, and it has a right rear jack fault. Most probably what happened was this site was way too unlevel. A gentleman just bought this, brought it in here. He don't know. He hits auto level. As you can probably see, it's not a very level place. So yeah, I usually tell my customers in the state of West Virginia, just pretty much don't hit auto level, because this is the Lippert ground control 6-point. It's got the 2 front jacks, the 2 middle jacks, and the 2 back jacks. And like I say, the back jack probably overextended and threw it into a fault. So when I was here last week, the gentleman also, not knowing, the camper's plugged in, but he had turned the battery disconnect switch off. So the batteries had been sitting here for a few days, and it hadn't charged. So the battery was too low for us to really do anything last week. It only had 1 battery, so he added a battery, and it's been charging for a biggest part of the week. So we should be able to do something with this today. But I wanted to show you something here, and I'm going to show him also something I learned just a couple weeks ago from Tony at your friends in the RV business. Now, I've been doing this for 30 years, but I can still learn, and we learn from each other. So yeah, if you have not checked their channel out, go check them out. Your friends in the RV business. I know they'd appreciate it, so would I. But let me show you what Tony taught me the other day. So what I learned from Tony the other day was, now I think the customer may have already done this. That door's fine, I think. I would always just, when I would wire a second battery, you know, you got your ground from your coach, you got your positive from your coach, and then I would just go put a cable from this battery to that battery, positive, negative to negative. And what that does, though, that just makes this second battery just kind of a slave to this battery. But if you take, like I say, the customer may have already done it because there was too many positive wires to go on this post, so he moved one over that battery. Typically, you know, what you would have done, you know, you'd have all your positives here and your negative from coach, but take your negative from your coach, put it back here. That makes both batteries, the electrons flow through both batteries when they're charging or discharging. And when Tony said that, I thought, man, that makes perfect sense. Why didn't I ever think of that? So thank you, Tony. You taught this old dog a new trick. Probably pull that positive one off and see if that is our power from our converter. If it is, the customer's already done what I was going to do. So let's do that, and we'll see if we can get this fault reset on this leveling system and get him going. Now this one has the touchpad here, and then I think this is the keypad. So they're both right here together. So let's wake this one up. All right, it's not showing the fault right now, but if we try and move the jacks, then I think that it will show our fault. So what we're going to do is we're going to push, let's see here, we're going to go to manual mode. I think, let's see, are we already in? Let's see here. So we're already in manual mode. What we're going to have to do is run all the jacks down 6 to 8 inches. All right, the rear ones are already there, but the center ones I think we need to to run down a little bit. Let's see here. Okay, they're not going to go. Not 100% sure we're in manual mode. Let's see here. Let's touch rear and left at the same time. Rear and right. How about front and left? No. Oh, let's see here. I know we don't want auto level. Oh, there we are. Manual mode. Enter. Now we're in manual mode. Let's see if this works. Okay, that was left and rear. Let's try left and front. No, I don't hear anything. Okay. Oh. Let me take a look real quick and see if they're actually down. They're really close to between 6 and 8 inches. And I don't think it's super critical that it's, you know, 6.5 inches or whatever. Well, let me look at that real quick. All right, I think they're down enough. So let's just go retract all. Let's try it right here. See what happens. Okay. You can hear them retracting. You can see them retracting. And it is retracting the front also. So, in anticipation of that, we did fold the steps up. So we didn't jam the steps in the ground. All right. It retracted all. Now, they all go up? Not that one? Oh, for real? Well, the rest of them came up. Customer just told me the right rear one didn't come up. That's the one we had the fault on. Nope. She never moved. Okay. Well, let's go up here. I was up at the main control box for the leveling system. Let's make sure that I got the right rear plugged in, because I had all those unplugged and plugged in last week. See what the keypad or the touchpad says too. I bet it says right rear fault, right rear jack fault or whatever. We may actually have a problem. Yeah. Funny thing is, it doesn't appear to be a fault code. Huh. Okay. I'm not going to be able to take you up there where that controller's at. It's up above the batteries. It's just a terrible place. Let me go just make sure that jack is plugged in. I'm pretty sure it is, but let me check it. Okay, I did check, made sure it was plugged in. It was. The fuse looked a little wonky, so I took the fuse out and put it back in, looked at it, and it was okay. Let's see here. So let's go done. Let's go manual mode. All right, let's go plus. Let's go rear. Just right rear jack fault. As soon I can hear the left, or I can hear one of the rear ones go, and that's all it does. There they are. Something's moving. Let's go see. Should be enough to tell. Let's go see which one moved. Or if both the rear ones moved. Maybe. Alright, the left rear one is coming down. Ooh, I think this one was moving too. Alright. When I pulled the fuse out, I'm not 100% sure that the little antenna wire, it's just a little short wire about 3 inches long, hangs out of that board. I'm not 100% sure it was not tangled up in that fuse. So let's continue to run these rear jacks down, and then we'll do the middle jacks, and we'll do the front jacks, and then we'll just do an auto retract again and see if it gets rid of our fault code. I do believe it was moving.
I heard something making a noise.
Yeah.
If that's what you was trying to move, right?
See if both rear ones are going down.
I don't think it's moving.
No? Is the left rear one down 6 to 8 inches yet? I'll have to go look again.
Back right's not moving.
Okay.
Here's on the ground.
Okay. Let me run the center ones down 6 to 8 inches. They'll be one at a time. Oh, is it? Okay. I need to run it up some.
What, you want 6, 8 inches or something?
Yeah. Had to retract that rear one a little bit. The left rear.
You're probably 10 inches there.
Alright.
That's good.
Alright. Let's try. Nope. So let's go with this. That should.
Back there again.
Is it? Oh. There. Okay, let's. Huh. Yeah, I believe you're right about that right rear one. So when I go left and rear, the center one should be coming down. Let me go left and rear a little bit and see if this one's moving at all.
Nope, it's not moving, just the rear.
Just the rear.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I had saw in the email that the Lippert technical guy sent me last week that I could move them middle jacks. I know you can't do that on the hydraulic leveling system, but I was thinking I saw in the paperwork where I could move those middle jacks by pushing rear and left, or rear and right, but apparently I was wrong. Apparently that one's just like the hydraulic. You cannot work the middle jacks in manual mode. I'll double check on that, but I think that's correct. Alrighty, well, we did get the right rear jack to move. I just used jumper wires. Batteries are right there. Jack goes up and down. I tried to read the voltage coming out of the controller, but it faults out so fast my meter can't pick it up. I can hear relay close on the board, and my meter, you know, it's just too fast. So I'm gonna call Lippert, but I think we got a bad control board. I think that's what's going on, because we run the jack up and down just fine. So it's not the jack or the wiring, all the way from the front of the coach to the jack. So I did call Lippert's technical assistance guys again, and even though things were just weird, it was doing weird things, he's like, man, I really think it's that control board. And I'm like, yeah, I really think so too. The customer also agreed. So I went ahead and ordered a control board. So it's kind of a pricey gamble, but everybody was on board. So we're going to see what happens. Hopefully that fixes this thing. I think it's going to be it for this one. This gentleman's pretty handy. We may order on a control board. He may put it in himself. I don't know. But if I come over to do it, I'll fire up the camera and bring y'all along. But other than that, that's going to be it for this one today. We didn't fix it again. Sometimes that happens. We come out to work on stuff and we can't fix it. We do our best. We try and figure out what's wrong, and then we move on. So y'all move on. Get down in that comment section. Leave me a comment, a criticism, a concern, and I'm probably gonna go work on another one. And y'all have a great day. Gotta use my words. See y'all later.